Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we are back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. We're streaming on Saturday today because I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. My parents are doing a cookout, so I have no idea what time I'm going down there. So I figured we'd get this done today, and make sure I get my stream done for the week. Let's go ahead and talk to Inda here.
Excuse me, I hate to bother you, but are you from this area? Could you help me find my husband? He went off again and I don't know what to do.
Tell me about him.
My husband is a talented minstrel. Very talented. We live in Auradon, but he came to Gratwood to play for New Faces. He was only supposed to be gone for a few weeks, but after 2 months passed, I figured I'd better come look for him.
And you've had no luck?
No, and this isn't the first time. His songs, you see, they make the heart soar. He has many ardent admirers, and his will isn't so strong. The last town on his itinerary was South Point. I went there, but they wouldn't let me in.
I'll look for him in South Point.
Saurian is very much aware of the depths of his talent. That can rub some people the wrong way. I do hope he hasn't landed in trouble he can neither sing nor play his way out of.
Why did your husband come to Grotwood?
He's already well known across Auradon, but with the rise of the Dominion, all of Valenwood opened up to him. Places we couldn't travel before. He wanted his fame to spread all the way to the Imperial City. I just want to find him and go home.
What kind of music does he play?
Songs of love and romance. He says he can only sing about those things which resonate with his soul. But I've begun to suspect he's more concerned with amassing admirers than coin.
Do you know where he is now?
No. He intended to play every inn across Valenwood. I went to see if he made it to South Point, but I was turned away by soldiers. This is my first trip to Gratwood, so I don't know much about the area, and I don't want to. Auradon is far more beautiful.
Alright, let's go see if we can find him. But first we have some other things to do, so let's go grab this sky shard first and foremost. Then we're going to do the Cave of Broken Cells, which will be just down here, so we'll be back in just a minute. I kind of have a little bit of a plan
Trouble brewing
for
here.
today.
Stay alert.
Trying to optimize my time in the zone today. Oh look, werewolves. And a giant bat. And another giant bat. Oh look, it's a chupacabra. No, it's not a chupacabra.
Tread carefully. An army is massing under our feet. I don't know how this happened. Somehow the Covenant has managed to fill this ruin with troops, and more seem to be arriving as if out of thin air.
Out of thin air?
It must be magic. No other explanation. This is the only entrance or exit to the ruin. The Red Guards must be using a portal to enter the ruin. They probably thought they could avoid detection until they had a force big enough to attack.
What do you want to do about it?
If there's a portal, and I'll eat my armor if there isn't, we need to seal it before reinforcements arrive. A lone scout will have an easier time than a full force. We don't have the numbers to face them head-on anyway.
Let me do it.
I appreciate it. Take this wand and use it to disrupt the portal. Be careful, though. Don't try to fight everybody. It'll be a waste if you die before closing that portal.
So, what's going on here is, if y'all remember from the Alikir Desert, there was a portal where the Almeri Dominion was coming from. This is the same portal. Which means this is Stibben's fault. Of course it's Stibben's fault. Why wouldn't it be anybody but Stibben's fault? I can see the sky shard, so we're gonna go get it, and we're gonna beat the Covenant while we're doing it. It was weird destroying the Covenant after we just helped them, but... I mean, technically speaking, we fought the Covenant in Lion's Den too, so I mean, it's not that weird, I suppose.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Well, he wasn't very immortal despite his name.
Spread out!
It's all in your head! Keep fighting!
Surprised I didn't grab this the last time I was in here. There we go.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
Portal's closed. We can GTFO and move on to the next location.
Any luck? Did you find the source of the invaders?
You were right about the portal. I closed it using the wand.
Excellent. To be honest, I wasn't sure you would return at all. This is a favorable turn. Now we can secure this area and ensure it is not a weak link in our defense of the region. You have my gratitude.
And there's the proof. Steven's misplaced sash. Oh, cool. Let's take a look at the sash. It's a small note to this within this worn belt reads to Stibbons for 5 years of entirely adequate service, Laurent. And the funny part is when you originally did this, when you originally would have done this quest, you would have been stuck in the Elmeri Dominion zones. You couldn't access the Covenant zones. So you would have had no idea who Stibbons or Lady Laurent was. So there would have been like no context for that item until you went and did the, or unless you started a Elmeri, like a Daggerfall Covenant character and got to that part in, you'd have no context to what the world was going on. It's a nice little Easter egg for somebody who's played both Alakir Desert and this region, so. Alright, we're gonna go back over here. And we're going, of course.
The blood you shed fills rivers.
believe the quest starter's just back over here. Yep, there we go, right there. Ingor. Ingor, hello.
Captain, are there two of you standing there?
Captain, what are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you were someone else. I guess I'm still seeing double. And also hallucinating. I took a blow to the head during the mutiny. Been double hallucinating ever since.
Mutiny? What mutiny?
I was quartermaster on the Albatross, until Broughty Bloodshark led a mutiny. He and his traitors captured most of the crew, while we explored the Cave of Broken Sails for a lost treasure. Captain should be up by the cave. She can tell you more.
I'll go talk to your captain. It's a pirate's life for me.
You aren't with the Dominion, are you?
Why do you ask?
I'm captain of the independent sailing vessel Albatross. We found a map to an Imperial treasury that led us here, to the Cave of Broken Sails. But when we tried to claim it, our fortunes ebbed with the tides.
What happened?
We are tired of sailing independently. We planned to hand over the treasure to the Thalmor so they could make us privateers. But Broughty Bloodshark led a mutiny, captured most of my crew, and kidnapped my wife. Once he has the treasure, he'll kill them all.
I might be able to help, but I'll need to know more.
Of course. You're the only hope I have of getting my wife back from Broughty Bloodshark. I'll tell you everything I know about the Imperial death traps inside that cave.
Why did Broughty Bloodshark kidnap your wife?
Broughty Bloodshark thinks she can unravel the secrets of the treasure's guardians. He'll keep her alive until she's no longer useful. Or until he sees me. Said he'd kill her the moment I show my face. Bastard.
What sort of dangers can I expect in there?
Undead guardians. The Imperials must really want to keep people away from the treasure if they resorted to necromancy. Oh, and watch the floors for traps. Fire, spike plates. One wrong step and you'll be mutton on a spit.
How did you escape?
I ran. Sword arm was useless, and there's no way I can rescue my crew if I'm dead. Didn't realize so few of us escaped. But you're nowhere near as banged up. If you help rescue my crew, my wife, well, not all the treasure has to go to Eldenroot.
That's all I need to know. I'll head inside the cave.
All right. You can access the cave through the old mine behind me. Oh, and if you spot any of my crew, send them this way. We'll need more numbers to take out the mutineers.
Alright, I'm on my way. Cave of Broken Cells. The costiers of the Southern Sea may not have as fierce a reputation as the pirates of the Acabean, but that's probably because they keep a lower profile, as they must constantly dodge the warships of the Altmer and Malmer. The costiers may be of any race, but most are Khajiit.
They're coming for us.
You should be the one to die.
Poor dead crew member.
Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
A lot of dead crew members.
Help! Is anyone there? Help!
I'm coming, just hold on a second.
I surrender. Wait, you're not one of those mutineer bastards. Please, you have to help me.
Who are you?
A sailor on the Albatross. There was a mutiny. Broughty Bloodshark captured us and forced us to set off the traps in this damned cave. We fell one by one. Some of us ran, but I haven't seen any other crew. Aside from Nuttall, I mean.
Who's Nuttall?
He's my trained monkey. Well, he's more than that. Full-fledged crew monkey of the Albatross. We have him untie hard-to-reach knots in the rigging. Wait, have you seen any of my crew? We can't be the only ones to escape the bloodbath in the cave.
Captain Linwin asked me to send anyone I found to the mouth of this cave.
The captain's alive? Rachin's luck. That's good news. Listen, Broughty Bloodshark is dead set on getting into the Imperial Vault. If Captain Linwen sent you to find the crew, you'd better get there before that bloodthirsty bastard kills them all off.
How did you make it past the traps?
Here, take this bag of dried fruit. Toss some at the disarming mechanism, and Nuttall will do the rest. That little guy is the only way I made it through. You two stay safe. I'll find the captain. We won't leave you to do this alone.
Oh look, the monkey.
Excuse me. I do beg your pardon, but would you happen to be amongst the living? Everything is so hazy. Oh, I'm talking to another corpse, aren't I? Damn my ghostly eyes.
No, I'm alive.
Oh, thank the stars. I've been trapped in this dank catacomb for countless years. I'm bound here by a powerful necromantic ritual, and I'd rather that weren't the case.
What kind of ritual?
Oh, a simple ritual designed to keep this facility staffed with undead for hundreds of years. But Imperial mages decided to meddle, and it cost us our lives. I can end it, but I haven't been able to find their skulls. Residual foci, of course.
I'll get you the skulls, but how do I know? How do you know so much about this ritual?
Well, it was my ritual. 3 Imperial mages hired me to turn condemned prisoners into an undead force. The Empire frowned on necromancy, you see, but when it came time to perform the ritual, they locked me in with the prisoners.
Why did the Imperial mages betray you?
Those small-minded fools were too concerned with politics. They thought if they could control the ritual itself, they'd have no need for me. The height of arrogance, to think they could begin to understand the complexity of my preservation ritual.
What did they want with undead troops?
The undead don't eat, sleep, or breathe. They make perfect guardians for a place such as this. And I suppose a secret cache isn't very secret if you have to replace the troops every 6 months.
Why did the Imperial which Imperial mages, what were their names?
Arya, Taldius, and their small-minded commander, Mucius. When their imperfect grasp of the ritual destroyed us, they locked our souls to the mortal realm.
Why do they need their skull? Why do you need their skulls to stop the ritual?
Because they thought the principles of necromantic binding were the same as conjuration circles. Instead, the magic flowed through their very minds, turning their skulls into imbued foci. I can end this cascading effect if I possess their skulls.
Very well. In fact, there's one of them literally right there. By the way, these traps will trigger themselves, so you have to... This is one of the reasons why I really dislike this quest, because how, like...
The world's
how long it takes and how many times you have to untrigger the traps. Glad I'm getting it done at the beginning of the stream today. I definitely wouldn't want to try to save it for the end of a stream. It's not like really long, but it's like long enough that I don't want to do it at the end of a stream, because it would probably be the last thing I do in the stream if I did.
At last, I'm free.
Go, monkey. Technically speaking, I think I can, yeah, I can pretty much like get across like this if I absolutely have to.
It's you again, isn't it? Do you have the skulls? Blast! Am I talking to a corpse again?
No, it's me. I'm still alive.
Wonderful. If you simply hand me the skulls, I'll be able to reverse the effects of that preservation ritual.
How do I hand skulls to a ghost?
Oh my, I keep forgetting. You're the one who seems ghostly to me, you see. You'll need to do this then. If you enter the preservation room, you'll find their spirits locked into an echo of their final moments. Reuniting skull with spirit should do it.
Where's the preservation room?
Can't you see it? Oh, right. The walls. There's a lever around here that opens a secret passage. I don't remember where it is, or I'd help you find it. I haven't needed to worry about walls in quite some time.
I'll find the lever.
His power keeps growing. It's nothing like we practiced.
There's too much power! I can't contain it!
Something's wrong. His body isn't like the others.
You've done it. You freed me. Those fools thought they were necromancers. But in their ignorance, they killed and raised everyone inside this facility. Not just those condemned to die. If this place wasn't so well hidden, its effects could have spread to Grotwood itself.
What will you do now?
I don't know. With the ritual ended, the undead in this facility should slowly fade with time. As for myself, well, I suppose I could approach the Mages Guild, see if my services could be of use. Well, I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Farewell, Duchess. Did I just release another necromantic abomination into the world? Yes. Yes, I did. Is it gonna bite us in the butt? Probably.
I really don't like your odds. Stagger them!
I love being a sorcerer sometimes.
At last, I'm free.
It's like traps. Traps are for people that don't have a flash teleport ability. Yeah, look at all these weapons. This is Daggerfall Covenant. What the heck? Why are there Daggerfall Covenant weapons here? Oh, they must have been stolen by the pirates.
You don't deserve to live.
Watch the monkey. You see not until it's extremely aggravated. He seems ready to bolt down the hallway but keeps staring at you. Follow the monkey. Follow the monkey time. Let's go where the monkey goes.
You work fast. Bullock found us and told us what happened. All we had to do was follow the trail of corpses and disarmed traps. Bullock said you went after the treasure that had Broughty Bloodshark so worked up. Did you find it?
There was never any treasure here, just a cache of Imperial war supplies.
Let me see those papers. Preservation room. Oh no. Broughty Bloodshark doesn't have enough mutineers to crew the Albatross. Bullock said he kept going on about needing a skeleton crew. I think he meant a crew literally made of skeletons.
Can he do that?
It must be why he needs my wife. The writing on the back of Faenir's map was coded, except for the phrase, preservation ritual. That must be it. Once she decodes the ritual, Broughty Bloodshark will turn my crew into his undead minions.
How do we stop him?
The last we saw, Bosun Fearin guarded the long hall into the great cavern. If that crafty bastard sees me approach, he'll fall back and warn Broughty Bloodshark. Then my wife dies.
What do you need me to do?
If he hasn't already fallen to the undead, I want you to hold his attention while we slip by and free up some more of my crew. Oh, Bullock wanted to speak with you before you left. But if you just want to get moving, we'll see you inside the great cavern.
Alrighty. Whoops, that was a mistake.
Is that the last of them? Oh, thank feck. Off with you, Swit!
You'll not get past me!
Nice work back there. Nuttall found an old vent that led to this chamber. More climbing than I'd have liked, but we made it through. My crew is making short work of the mutineers behind us, but there are still plenty more in the cavern.
Let's stop Bloodshark.
Agreed. But we need to draw him out. Otherwise, he'll order the mutineers to kill my crew. And if he sees my face, Faenir is as good as dead. We have to be smart about this.
How do we draw him out?
With fire. There's a barrel of kindle pitch on the docks. If you burn the Imperial war supplies on the docks, everyone will be too focused on putting it out to worry about Broughty Bloodshark. When he shows his face, you can stick a blade through it.
You want me to do this on my own?
Here, take this whistle. Give it a sharp blast, and my crew will help you fight any mutineers in your path. Once they're distracted, we'll keep the mutineers off your back while you hunt Broughty Bloodshark. Good luck.
Time to set some fires and burn things down.
Get back, you betcha!
Time to set some fires that burn things down.
Scatter! You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Fools! What are you doing out there? That's all you can... Did the captain put you up?
Flashy may get noticed, but style gets remembered.
Oh, he's dead.
We have to get out of here. You don't understand. He's insane. He'll keep trying to control the undead until he succeeds.
Yeah, Bloodshark is dead.
Then it's over. There's no way the mutineers will fight without him. Toward the end, he frightened even his most loyal sailors. Have you seen Captain Linwin? Is she all right?
She sent me to find you.
Thank the gods. If only I'd burned the cursed map to this place. But perhaps there's something to salvage here. The Dominion will welcome a cave full of Imperial war supplies. That should be enough for a full pardon and a letter of marque.
A full pardon for what?
You must know of our raids across the Long Coast. Well, that's behind us now. The treasure will wipe our debts clean so we can put our talents to use in the Queen's own navy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find my wife.
See you outside.
The traitors lost their fight once you killed Broughty Bloodshark. I'd rather hang the lot of them, but Fania said some were coerced into it. Even so, they'll need some kind of punishment.
What will you do now?
What we first planned to do. Once we inventory the weapons and supplies in this cave, we'll present the list to the Thalmor. If they like what they see, they'll give us our amnesty and make us part of the Queen's own navy.
Yeah, Finner said you were raiders.
We were, but those days are over. I should have seen they never would be for Broughty Bloodshark. The damnable thing is, he was an excellent first mate. Up until the promise of treasure warped his mind, I suppose.
What will you do with the mutineers?
Those who planned it will hang. The rest who were forced into it, they can leave, unless my crew objects. I need to spend some time with Fania. Before you go, find Bulag. He put something together for you. Our way of saying thanks.
What do you mean?
It may not be much, but Bulag scraped together a reward. We can't exactly pay you in catapults. Not if we want the Dominion to take us in. What you did for us, we won't forget it.
Why did you call your ship the Albatross?
Because it's the unluckiest thing I could think of. The sight of those birds terrifies sailors from one end of Tamriel to the other. You'd think they were Daedric princes with wings.
Why name your ship after an unlucky bird?
I don't want my ship filled with superstitious fools moaning about the Draugr below the waves, or cursed gold and treasure chests. I want a straight-backed crew ready to knock the Draugr overboard and dispel ancient curses, so we can spend the gold.
That's fair. The problem is that those things are not superstitions at all.
Bloodshark was crazy.
Can't say where the Albatross will head next, but you're always welcome aboard. None of us will forget what you did here. And Nutal won't forget either.
I'm glad I could help.
Saving our lives is a little more than just help. Next time you see us, we'll be privateers. Nutal and I are going to miss you. We scrounged a bit and came up with something. I hope it serves you well.
Yeah, 724 gold is not a small amount. Well, 725 actually, wow. That's another location down.
I was tired of walking anyway.
Right, we are off to the Grey Mire next. We're like literally right next door to it.
No passing through the Grey Mire, citizen. If you want to gawk at Argonians, you'll have to do it elsewhere.
Argonians, what's going on here?
Last year, these Argonians showed up and begged for asylum. The Wood Elves gave them the Grey Mire. Their business, really. But now there's a Dominion, so it's our business. We're containing the tribe until we know what to do with them.
What do you mean, contain?
We're at war. We can't have pact sympathizers plotting in the shadow of Eldenroot. Look, Officer Paranel wants outside help to resolve the Argonian issue. You can find her by the main entrance.
I'll speak with her. I kind of wonder if being an Argonian here will give me any kind of advantages. We'll find out. Scars never fade.
Soldier, I appreciate your vigilance, but the Argonians in the Grey Mire are guests. Refrain from any further displays of zeal, or I'll have you scrub down the barricade. Dismissed. If you're here to complain about the Argonian refugees, there's nothing I can do. They're to remain behind the barricades until the Thalmor resolves their status.
I heard you were looking for outside help.
Praise Ifrei. Someone who isn't going on about Argonian spies. Last year, this tribe arrived in Grotwood as refugees. But because we're all part of the Dominion now, my superiors can't decide what to do with them.
Could they be spying for on the Dominion?
Absolutely not. This entire tribe was enslaved by Dark Elves. They have more reason to hate the Ebonheart Pact than you or I. But someone in Eldenroot decides to set an example, and now there are barricades. It's why I need outside help.
What kind of help do you need?
Here's a list of the tribe's leaders. I need to know why they refuse to speak with us. Unless my report says they're cooperating, my superiors have an excuse to exile them.
I'll see what I can learn.
Soldiers and barricades aren't exactly a welcoming feast. But unless the Argonians are willing to speak with us, they won't stay in Grotwood for much longer.
What can you tell me of the tribe's leaders?
Utate is some kind of spiritual leader, friendly sort. Slimjar fishes for a living, with eyes as cold and dead as her catches. As for No Fingers, I have no idea what he does, but the tribe respects him.
And the Thalmor normally... are the Thalmor normally in charge of soldiers?
No. As a justiciar, the Thalmor Inner Council directs me to investigate and enforce Dominion law. They've never given me soldiers. Without an armed encampment, the Argonians might have trust in me. But that's not how they see it in Eldenroot.
What can you tell me about the tribe's leaders?
Utate
you already
is
told me that.
of
Okay, wait, that's already done. Let's move on. Good morning, Edge. How are you today?
Welcome. What brings you to the Grey Mire?
I'm passing through.
Then you're a wandering soul, much like our tribe was? Without the gracious Wood Elves, we would still roam Tamriel in search of a new home. Once the Dominion understand the depth to our gratitude, I'm certain they'll remove the barricades.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Please, ask me anything.
What do you think of the Dominion?
The Dominion capital is the Wood Elf city of Eldenroot. The bulk of its armies are Wood Elf soldiers. I see no difference between the Dominion and our Wood Elf benefactors.
What about the barricades around your village?
The tribe's leadership will soon meet to discuss this matter. Some fear the Dominion plan to enslave us, as the Dark Elves once did. I hope to put this absurdity to rest. You're welcome to attend the meeting, Wanderer. We have nothing to hide.
How did your tribe end up in Grotwood?
We were slaves to Dark Elves for generations. When the Ebonheart Pact formed, we refused to fight beside our former captors. They called us traitors and banished us from our lands. We roamed Tamriel for years, and only stopped when we reached Grotwood.
Why did you settle here?
We asked the Wood Elves here for temporary shelter. Instead, they gave us the Grey Mire. All they asked was that we work the land and set aside some of our fish. For this, we must always be grateful.
What is your role in this tribe?
In Black Marsh, I was a tree minder. I tended the Hist, the great trees of our people. Here I will become a spinner, to speak with the trees of Grotwood. I will lead my people to Ifrit, the wood elf god of the forest.
Why do you want to become a spinner?
We've always thought that without the Hist, there can be no hatchlings. But with Ifrit's guidance, I will find a way. Think of it. Argonians native to Grotwood, to our new way of life. Proud citizens of the Dominion which Queen Irene hopes to build.
Okay, so... Wow, dude. So how are things going up there in Indiana? This Argonian matches the description of No Fingers, one of the tribe's leaders. He appears to be sleeping. Hello, are you No Fingers? The Argonian doesn't respond. He remains fast asleep. Nudge No Fingers with your foot. Nothing happens. He appears to be a very heavy sleeper. Find another way to wake No Fingers. Bucket of water. Wakey, wakey!
What's going on? I'm up. I'm awake. I was dreaming of speckled fish. Now I'm hungry and wet. Explain yourself.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Despite what you may have heard, a bucket of water to the face isn't a traditional Argonian greeting. But I'm not one to stand on ceremony. What's on your mind?
Nice, nice. Hopefully y'all are enjoying your camping trip. What do you think of the Dominion?
As long as I can raise my guar and sleep in the shade, I don't care who rules this land. We want to live in peace, as a free people. If the Dominion supports us, then I support the Dominion.
What if they don't support you?
I'd find somewhere else to sleep in the shade. Some of the rough skins in this village might not see it the same way. I wouldn't go throwing buckets of water on them. You might lose a finger.
I'll keep that in mind.
The meeting. I nearly slept through it. Udate wants to discuss the grumbling about the barricades. You should come. See how we govern ourselves.
Why are you called No Fingers?
I've roamed from one end of Tamriel to the other, handling vicious beasts along the way. In all that time, I've never lost a finger. But the moment I call myself Lost No Fingers, a guar will tear off my arm.
What's your role in this tribe?
When my tribe left the Black Marsh, we brought along our native wildlife. None wanted the job, so I took charge. I prefer beasts to people. More pragmatic, less complicated. And you always know when one plans to eat you.
How does this make you a leader?
It doesn't. But when you're the one who keeps the Wamasu calm, nobody gets on your bad side. Ha! I had you. The tribe sees one who remains calm in the face of danger. And with this comes respect. Simple as that.
Nice, nice. I'm streaming today because we're supposed to be having a cookout at Mom's house tomorrow, so... Backwash? There's an Argonian named Backwash?
Begone, outsider. You have no place here.
Can I ask you some questions?
I speak with warriors, not spoiled eggs.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to offend someone of your stature.
Your words are drenched in honey. How far do you stick your tongue up the beehive?
Okay, later, man.
Very well. Ask your questions.
Thank you for stopping by. What is your role in this tribe?
I hunt and I fish. I do it better than the rest. The others respect my strength. This tribe has forgotten how to survive. You want to know my role? I remind them what we left behind.
What do you mean?
No matter how far this tribe wanders, they will always bathe elven boots with their tongues. Dark elves, high elves, a Nord with pointed ears would do. But some of us fought our slave masters. When they forget, I remind them.
Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. You think the Dominion are slave masters?
By Dominion, you mean Queen Irene. She's like any dark elf matron, but her lash is an army of Falmor lackeys. The Wood Elves in Khajiit are the worst kind of slaves. They'll pave her road to victory with their own blood, and thank her for the privilege.
So you aren't in favor of the Dominion?
Enough questions. Utate called a meeting to discuss the barricades. If you're so eager to learn my thoughts, you should attend.
Very well. Attend the meeting.
What kind of monster orders our hatchlings murdered? I spit in Queen Iren's eye.
Thank you for coming, all of you. We have all heard the grumblings, but if this is to be our home, we must end this talk of defying the Dominion.
You tail-lifting fool! Do we ignore the slave pen they built around us? This wood elf god you follow corrupts your mind.
Ifrit can give us hatchlings, Slimjaw. Peace with the Dominion is our only chance of survival.
While you whisper to trees, the Dominion measures our wrists for manacles. I cannot allow this.
Slimjaw, what are you saying?
Utate, you turn our people away from the Hist. I sanction you for your heresy.
Slimjaw, no!
Hail Sithis!
Damn, she's a shadow scale?
I knew of Slimjaw's anger, but to murder Utate, madness.
Why would Slimjaw do this?
Didn't you hear her? She leapt crest first from the cliffs of madness. The anger has burned a hole through her good sense. Killing Utate must be part of a larger plan.
What do you mean?
Slimjaw was once a shadow scale, a holy assassin feared throughout Black Marsh. To sanction Utate as she did was a signal. Her hunters will lie in wait for whatever comes next. They'll fight to the death, so we need to fight harder.
You want me to help kill Slimjaw's hunters?
If one Dominion soldier dies at the hands of these fools, my entire tribe will pay for it. So yes, we need to kill them, if it isn't too much trouble. But have no fear. Comes when called can help you track them down.
Who is Comes When Called?
That tiny guar sniffing at your ankle. Don't worry, it means he likes you. Sweep the beach camps for Slimjaw's hunters. I'll round up a few trusted friends and check the forest camps. We'll meet at the old sea cave west of the Grey Mire.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
We should hurry. If any of Slimjaw's hunters attack Dominion soldiers, my tribe is doomed.
How can Comes When Called help me find Slimjaw's hunters?
I trained the little one to work with the hunters. He's quite familiar with their scent. If they're around, he'll be happy to lead you to them. The hunters, less happy.
I'm sure, yeah. Come, little guar. Look at the little guar, it's so cute. War customs of the tribal Bosmer. Right, so we're off to the next location. Oh, Wamazoo! How are you today, Joe? I'm doing okay today, yes. I'm not completely recovered from, you know, the issue I was having, but it's not hurting me all the time anymore like it was. But I still can't risk getting too overly excited for the time being, so because then my heart rate gets up and I start having palpitations again. I didn't even hit that one. I guess Miri and my aura must have killed it.
You can't stop Mother Lightning. Hail, Sithis!
Mother Lightning, huh? That's not ominous at all. The Night Mother watches.
You're still breathing. Good. Breathing is good. Slimjaw is deeper in the sea cave. She's trying to gain control of Mother Lightning. If she manages this, the Dominion soldiers won't stand a chance.
What is Mother Lightning?
The giant lizards with lightning in their teeth are Wamasu. Mother Lightning laid their eggs and nurtured them to hatching. Everything about her is twice their size. It pains me to say, but you'll need to put her down when you kill Slimjaw.
Why do you want me to do this?
I was once a Shadow Scale, just like Slimjaw. For me to kill her without sanction would be true heresy. I've lived my life without angering the Night Mother, and I'd rather not start now. But my friend Eagerteeth has no such restriction.
Is Eagerteeth a Gwar?
Yes, the one chewing on that hunter's spine. She's a feisty one. I'll return to the village and chase away the Wamasu. If they sense Mother Lightning is in danger, they might stampede through the gray mire.
Alright, I'll take care of Slimjaw and Mother Lightning.
Good luck, friend. But with Eagerteeth by your side, you shouldn't have much trouble.
What is a Shadow Scale?
Argonians born under the sign of the Shadow are special. Some are taken at birth and trained as assassins. We followed the god Sithis, and through his consort wife, we received sanctioned kills. I shouldn't say we. That life is long behind me.
Why did you leave?
Slimjaw and I first came to this tribe as liberators. But for every Argonian we freed, the Dark Elves tortured 10. I refused to cause more pain for my people. When the tribe was exiled, I remained as a protector. But I was too slow to protect Utate.
I did seriously consider playing a Shadow Scale in the Skyrim playthrough that I intend to do after I'm caught up on ESO content, but I decided to do the Night Argonian instead, which I think could be kind of fun. Like, a lot of people end up playing stealth in Skyrim because of how powerful it is, but it's also kind of fun to play like a heavy armor, sword and shield character and get them strong enough to be able to handle their own.
Alright, let's try for Mummy.
Yeah, that is also true.
Lit up.
Well, and the thing is like, especially if you join the Thieves Guild right after you start playing, like, you're gonna get your sneak up a lot, because you're gonna do a lot of sneaking during the Thieves Guild questline. Like, and that's kind of the reason why my Stealth Archer ended up always being a Stealth Archer, was because, like, I had raised the most from doing all the sneaking around during the Dark Brotherhood and the, Thieves Guild questline.
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
Gosh, I miss playing that character. That was the character I did the Crimson Nirnroot on. We get together the 30 pieces of Crimson Nirnroot. Oh my god, I spent an entire afternoon just gathering those 30 Nirnroot pieces. I hated every second of it. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask this. Do we want this to end with the Dominion and the Argonians being friends, or do we want the Dominion to force the Argonians out? because I can set it up either way, and it would just be faster if we make that decision now than trying to go through all of the options when it comes available. So, do we want a good ending where the Argonians get to stay, or do we want a kind of iffy ending where we force the Argonians out? Friends forever. Okay, I shall set that up.
You're back. You stopped Slimjaw then. Oh no. Eager Teeth didn't survive, did she?
She didn't survive the battle.
I see. You'll be missed, Eager Teeth. But this is no time to mourn. Officer Parwinell grows impatient with our tribe. Perhaps if you were to calm the waters, she would leave us be.
Why do you want me to speak for your tribe?
None of the others will speak with her. They fear she'll find out about the fighting. So they cling to silence and hope I make it all go away. But I'm a terrible liar. There's no way I could disguise Utete and Slimjaw's absence.
You want me to lie about what happened?
I don't want the tribe forced out of its home. These people, my people, they found hope in the Grey Maya. I don't want it wrenched away from them due to Slimjaw's foolish actions. If I may ask, what will you tell her?
I'll do what I think is right.
As you should. I just hope what you think is right is what's best for my tribe.
Don't worry, it will be.
Now just calm down. I haven't made any decisions yet.
This is it. The Dominion plan to drive us out of Grotwood.
My scouts reported sounds of battle along the beaches. This forces my hand. If I can't explain this immediately, my superiors will hear about this and assume the worst. I need you to tell me what's going on in the Grey Maya.
Now, just bear with me. This is going to seem a little iffy, but some of the Argonians plan to attack your soldiers.
Where are they?
They're dead. I stopped them.
Good. It seems I have little choice. If there are rebellious elements in the Grey Maya, I have to recommend the tribe be exiled.
Why? The tribe wants to live here in peace. Those who disagreed are now dead.
If you can assure me these people can be trusted, I'll push for them to remain. But if you have any doubts, speak plainly.
The Dominion has nothing to fear from these people.
Then that's all I need for my report. My superiors won't be happy, but I'm sure they'll get used to the idea eventually. Thank you for seeing the truth of the matter. I hope to have those wretched wooden barricades down within the month. Argonians of the Grey Maya, as long as this tribe pledges itself to the Dominion, you will always have a home in Grotwood.
If it means we belong, we'll pledge. Right, Shatuna?
Yes, praise the divines. Whatever allows us to stay.
I'm glad you're all so excited. Please, if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
The tribe will live and flourish in the Grey Mire. Be proud. You've given our people hope.
There we go. That's probably the best ending that they can hope for. Now, to the Bone Orchard, and away!
Off we go!
Wahoo! There's the quest. Hey look, it's a skull.
Wonderful. Thought I'd be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for...
To hurt you,
hey,
but now
stop!
I'm going to.
That's super annoying.
Wonderful. Thought I'd be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for the empty ones. Very well. Tie me to your belt and we can get started. No time to lose.
What are you talking about, and how can you talk?
How can you breathe? You just do without thinking much about it. It's the same with me in talking, or worm cultists digging up old bones. Didn't ask if they belonged to anyone, did they? The wormies just started making skeletons.
And the worm cult is creating undead here?
Yes! Pieces of me are all over the place. It's rather disconcerting. I'm probably not the first skeleton you've had to reassemble, and I doubt I'll be the last. But once I'm walking again, we can figure out what the wormies want with the Bone Orchard. Deal?
Alright, I'll get your bones back from the worm cult.
Ah, quite the view from up here, eh? I'm at the landscape. Don't get any ideas. Alright, let's find the rest of me. Try searching the wormy camps or knocking some skeletons around until my bits fall out.
Why don't you have a conversation with the Augur of the Obscure? That would be fun. That's probably because the Augur of the Obscure didn't exist at this point. If he had, when they made this quest, I almost guarantee you the two of them probably would have had a conversation about the fleshy person that they are riding around with.
Efficient little nitwits! Could be part of me in every skeleton here! That tickles!
Oh. We're getting some bones back.
My pelvis is filthy! What did the wormies do? Use it as a shovel?
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
You have no idea how good this feels. To be whole again, and walk with my own 2 legs. To have legs at all!
What's next?
Next? Oh, you mean the wormies. Can't leave them here, digging up bones that dig up bones?
Do you know why they're digging?
No idea. That's why we'll need to investigate, yes? That's the thing for us. Investigations all around! Their biggest dig site is nearby. Hard to miss it, really. Unless you're one to miss a hole in the ground.
Alright, let's go.
Charging off like filled and air blood drunk, eh? Don't expect me to lend a hand. Perhaps a rib will do? Point it at any wormy skeleton and I'll have it fighting at your side. No, it's no trouble. You can thank me later. Onward to the dig site. Gora, dear! Gora, dear, what have they done?
What does it look like? They dug up my barrow.
What? Why?
Wouldn't stop asking about the roots.
The roots? Why would they care about the... Oh, no.
Told them they were asking for trouble. But did they listen? Went right to the barrow bar. Idiots.
Hey, friend. Listen, we have a problem. The wormies must be here for what's under the barrow bow. With enough of the little skeletons, they'll be able to dig up the big ones. I knew I shouldn't have said anything to that Ithruin fellow.
Who? What did you tell him?
The wormy leader. Told him he'd have no use for the big bones in the ground with the barrow bow to keep them sleeping. But if he digs up the barrow bow's roots, he'll kill it. Then he can build giant wormy skeletons to stomp around.
How can we stop him?
There are others like Goradir sleeping beneath the barrow bow. If they knew what the wormies wanted, they'd help. But we can't get there without Spinner Amariel's help. And she's not too happy with me.
Where can we find the spinner?
She's up on the ridge overlooking the bone orchard. Maybe I shouldn't go with you. No, that's silly. I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. But just to be prudent, I'll let you do the talking.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
I really don't like your odds.
Spinner Amariel, we need your help. It's an emergency.
Dringoth, who put you back together? Are you to blame for these worm cultists?
Not at all. Well, not exactly. I'll let my friend fill you in.
Why did you let Dringolf talk you into this? Do you know how much trouble he's brought to the Bone Orchard? My apologies. His very presence wears at my manners. What do you need?
Worm cultists took over the Bone Orchard.
Yes. Their leader threw and made vague threats about me remaining inside. He's attempting to raise the old bones beneath the Barrow, but there's no way he'll do that before Eldenroot sends a patrol. So I'm staying put.
They already dug up Goradir.
Dug up? But that would take weeks. How do they manage?
They're raising an army of skeletons.
Why? Those old bones are useless to them. The Barrow shields them from necromancy. But if they can dig up the Barrow's roots... Oh no. They plan to turn the old bones into an army!
We need to wake the old bones before the worm cult does.
Here. This is Niranon's horn. Head beneath the Barrow and sound the horn before the gate. It's the only way inside. Unless you want to help the worm cult with their digging. And don't let Dringolf sneak off with that horn.
Okay. Apparently she has no trust for him whatsoever.
They're already inside. If we're lucky, they haven't made it to the heart of the Barrow Bow.
I guess this is a fight now.
Who disturbs the heart of the Barrow Bow?
Niranon, enough with the theatrics! You need to let us in!
Dringolf, what are you doing here? Who is with you? And why are there intruders in the roots of the Barrow Bow? Dringolf, what have you done?
Nothing, I'm trying to help!
Once again you bring us suffering. Banishment is too good for you this time.
What will you make us lose this time, Dringolf?
You should have left, Dringolf.
Ulfras will not forgive you again.
Why, Dringolf? Why return?
Dringolf, you were banished, yet you dare return?
Just listen to me. We're in danger.
No, they don't.
Necromancers are trying to kill the Barrow Bow.
You warn of danger. Dringolf, who leveled nations with his girth. Your restlessness trapped us here in the first place.
There are a vast number of elf bones in the Bone Orchard. If we all use them together, we can drive out the invader.
Together? Since when have you done anything that wasn't for yourself? Once more you bring danger upon us, then beg for our help to end it. No longer! You'll remain beneath the Barrow Bow until the world forgets you!
Ulfras, wait!
We have no quarrel with you, Living One. Indeed, we thank you for your part in awakening us. The invaders in the Barrow Bow must be stopped.
Why can't Dringolf help fight the worm cult?
Because we must punish him for his transgressions. The elf bone shell to which he was banished will no longer suit him. We'll return him to the old skull around which the Barrow Bow first grew. The very skull that surrounds this room.
Why do you have to do this now?
Dringolf's crimes are unforgivable. We once sought a true death in the farthest reaches of the world, but his aimless wanderings led to our imprisonment. Here, we can never die.
Alright, so we have a... tell me what he did to you.
That story is as long as it is old. You would endure the telling?
Yes.
In days long past, our old bones longed for the sun's sweet kiss. For friends we knew in life. But our restless wanderings caused untold suffering. We went far away to be forgotten by the world. To die. But Dringolf continued to wander. To destroy.
Why?
He couldn't bear to stay in one place for long. Yet while he fixed his gaze upon the horizon, he forgot to watch the ground. Whole cities crumbled beneath him. Amidst this devastation, the Wood Elves of Fallen Estes saw his wanderlust for what it was.
What did they do?
They invited him to join the travels of their walking city. His elation gave them time to ensorcel him into slumber. Unaware, he laid down to sleep. They buried him and planted a seed in his skull. In time, it became the Barrow Bough.
If his bones slept, why do you hate him?
The Wood Elves of Fallen Estes feared our fading bones would wander, so they sought us out and carried us to the Bone Orchard. Here, they interred us beneath shrines to Ifre, ensuring we would never be forgotten. Because of this, none of us can die.
Did Jogrith ask them to seek you out?
No. In telling the story, we see he did not. But his wanderings led to great destruction, and his selfishness led our bones to this prison. He afflicted us with the doom of endlessness, and for this crime, he cannot be forgiven.
We have three choices. We can say he came here to stand with his family against invaders. Is it justice you seek or vengeance? He deserves exile, he gets to live, but he's banished. Or he deserves your punishment, and he has sent back to his skull. Persuade.
You shame us, outsider. Perhaps we judge him in anger. Very well. Dringoth will stand with us to keep the Barrow Bough from harm. When the invaders are repelled, he is free to decide his own fate. Enemies at the inner gate. Come quickly, we'll drive out the worm cult.
Let's do this.
Turn back the invaders! Drive them from our home! Protect the Barrow Bough!
Quite the brawl, eh? If that doesn't strike terror into the heart of the wormies, I don't know what will!
What's next?
We've taken them down a notch! The more bones they send us, the more we'll have to fight them! But the wormies never thought they'd be on the other end of it, eh? Suppose you're moving on, then. You should come visit. Tell us tales of your travels. We're a lot alike, you and I.
What will you do now?
Oh, kick around here, I expect. Catch up with old friends. Scare a pilgrim or two. All this dirt. It's rather dull, isn't it? The wormies were the most exciting thing in ages.
You miss them?
No. No. Well, a bit, in that impending doom sort of way. The wormies mixed things up. Even got old Ulfras kicking around again. And I met you, so it wasn't all bad. I should really send them a letter.
A letter to the worm cult?
Dear Wormies, thanks for the excitement. Sorry about that Ethruin fellow, but he was a bit of a bastard, wasn't he? Perhaps we should catch up over some Death Bell tea. Signed, Dringoth. Who do you think they'll write back?
I can't say for certain.
That seals it then. Now to find some vellum, hot wax, a quill, definitely a quill. I saw some ink up in Spinner Amario's cave. She'll let me borrow some, I'm sure of it.
I don't think she will. Alright, that's another location down. So, now we're on our way to South Point, which is part of the main quest. Not bad, we've already gotten 3 locations and almost 2 Sky Shards. We've got 1 Sky Shard and we're about ready to grab a second today so far.
You lead. You there, halt! There's great danger ahead. South Point is currently off limits. You'll need to keep back for your own safety.
What happened?
The citizens of South Point are killing each other in the streets. I've seen nothing like it. Captain Alonthor may need help evacuating survivors. You'll find him by the road, outside the town.
I'll speak to your captain. Save South Point from madness. Oh no. Oh no. We all know what this means. We all know what this means.
I'm looking for work. Know anyone who needs a hauler? I'm real good at breaking down tents.
No, I'm not gonna do that quest. I'm sorry. It's a really long and annoying one.
Turn back, citizen. South Point is... I don't know what to call it exactly.
What happened?
I sent 3 of my best scouts into South Point to answer that very question, but none returned. Until I know their fates, I can't request reinforcements.
Damn it, cheesecake.
But I won't send anyone else inside until I know what happened to my scouts. You see my predicament.
What if I found your scouts?
I certainly won't stop you. One of South Point's citizens also offered to help find the scouts, but she seemed a bit eccentric. Perhaps she has something to offer beyond alarming theories?
I'll speak with her.
You should know Dareneth has some sort of position in Elden Root. Seems to think her reputation precedes her. No need to kiss the hem of her robes, but she's far less prickly if you show her some respect.
I'll keep that in mind.
Last I saw Dareneth, she was taking shelter in one of the tents. I could do without this damnable rain. It's been storming since we arrived, and it shows no sign of letting up.
Can I ask you some questions?
Ask what you will.
What do you think is happening in South Point?
I don't care to speculate.
Why not?
I can only act upon what I know. It's apparent that the townsfolk have caused harm to themselves and others within South Point. Yes, it seems they've all gone mad. But until I know for certain, all I can do is hope to contain it.
How long has South Point been like this?
Strange reports arrived in Elden Root a week ago. Little things, people acting oddly. But when a South Point guard delivered his own severed tongue to the Altmer embassy, someone noticed.
Sure.
We weren't spread so thin, we'd have been here earlier.
Why are you spread so thin?
General Endari pulled her entire company from the Haven and left for parts unknown. In her absence, we filled the gaps. I tried to commandeer forces from the Grey Mire, but the Thalmor Inner Council considers Argonian refugees a greater threat, in their wisdom.
What do you think, what can you tell me about South Point?
Centuries ago, it was an Imperial stronghold, but now it's known as a sleepy coastal town with a big cathedral. You'll find mostly Colovians who've been here for generations, and a handful of wood elves who don't pay much heed to the Green Pact.
By the way, you might be, for those who are familiar, South Point is actually has a sister city. So down here, this was the southernmost tip of the Empire. And over here, North Point, the northernmost tip of the Empire. Sadly, there is no West Point or East Point.
Did Captain Alanthor send you to mock me? Did you come to tell me I don't know the work of a Daedric prince when I see one?
Daedric prince? What Daedric prince?
Isn't it obvious? Madness swept through South Point like a plague, and so quickly. Only one Daedric prince has such power.
Sheogorath.
No, it's... Wait, yes, that's it exactly. The Daedric Prince of Madness himself, here in South Point. It's all rather exciting, isn't it?
You don't seem concerned about South Point.
I'm exceptionally concerned. It is my home, after all. But I'd rather show my concern by doing something about the problem. The captain wanted to find his scouts, didn't he? We should get going.
You want me to come? You want to come with me?
Of course. You need someone who knows the town, and I need someone with whom to take a stroll in this lovely rain. No use arguing. I've been getting my way since before you were born. Or do you want a sweet old woman to show more courage than you?
Conservator Dareneth from the Orrery?
Yes. What of it?
You're needed in Elden Root for the ramification ceremony.
Actually, I'm needed in South Point. Unless the Queen prefers it left to the whims of a Daedric prince. She can wait.
So, we're here to get this lady back to, Elden Root, so...
The streets are dangerous. We should check the homes, be neighborly, see if those inside know where the scouts are. No scout. And I do hope that smell came out of an animal.
South Point was such a grimy place. The new mayor is really cleaning things up, don't you agree?
People are killing each other in the streets.
Killing? Oh, do you mean the cleaning brigades? Don't you worry about them. They're simply doing what they must to make South Point sparkle.
You should get out of here.
Oh no, I can't leave my home until it's entirely clean. Besides, the mayor said none of us can leave, and we all know what happens when we don't listen to the mayor.
What happens?
You're trussed up or you're thrown in the catacombs. Either way, you deserve it for disobeying the mayor. He's a just man, a righteous man. We should heed his words, every one of them.
I'm looking for some Dominion scouts. Have you seen them?
Dominion? South Point is no longer part of the Dominion. The mayor decreed it. If Dominion scouts marched their muddy boots onto our streets, we'd truss them all up.
Okay. So the mayor just declared the city as no longer being a part of the Dominion. I'm sure that went over well.
You won't kill me, Tidra.
I hate having to kill people that are being manipulated.
Never used to fight this much until I met you.
No scouts here, just my neighbor. Although this is certainly an interesting arrangement.
Yeah, to say the least. What's he got to say? Oh, come on, I'm trying to talk to him.
The fire warms us when we're cold, but burns us when we're close. No matter how much you feed it, its hunger never ends. The fire is sublime.
I'm looking for a group of scouts.
I am blind to all but the fire. It consumed my eyes and my thoughts, for I was jealous of its power. I wanted it for myself. But it forgives as it consumes, and soon it will forgive me.
That's not ominous at all.
Let's ride!
It's not time yet. The mayor said you can't eat me until dinner.
We're here to free you, not eat you.
Praise Arcade. This entire town has gone mad. We should have informed Captain Elonthor immediately, but I insisted we press on. If we'd fallen back, maybe my scouts would still be themselves.
What do you mean?
The mad people brought us to their mayor. I don't know how he did it, but he turned my scouts into bears. Bears! I thought he'd do the same to me, but he changed his mind. Said the town folks should have me for dinner.
What can you tell me about the mayor?
He locked himself in that big cathedral, saw the doors flare up briefly, glowing as bright as the sky, and then it faded. Magic keeps them shut, I'm sure of it. I've had enough of this place. Please untie me. I need to warn Captain Elonthor.
Alright, I'll untie you.
I'm getting out of here. I recommend you do the same.
This mayor seems a charming fellow. We should decide what must be done about him.
I mean, there's not...
Soldiers turned into bears, people setting themselves on fire, and now a mad mayor locked in a cathedral. I know I should be horrified, but it all sounds so exciting.
What can we do about those scouts?
Oh, I suppose I can reverse the effects of the mayor's magic. After many, many years of honing my craft, this should be a simple matter. But if we're hunting bears, I'll need you to be the bait.
What do you want me to... Why you want me to be the bait?
I'm an old woman, and such magic requires precision. Wrestling with bears impedes precision. Slap them about their faces, throw sticks at them, call them harsh names, however you must. Keep their attention while I do the complex part.
What can we do about the mayor?
I have an old scroll tucked away in my basement laboratory. If we have it in hand, it won't matter how tightly he's locked that cathedral door. But first, we should rid South Point of its bear problem. Shall we?
Let's go. Oh, while I'm here, I should pop into the... Yep, he's at Sweet Breeze Cottage, okay. By the way, I put away Miri because Miri will just kill the bear. And I don't want that happening.
Bash it in the head! Keep it away from me!
Thank you. I can leave this nightmare.
That's the one who made us fight.
I didn't make anyone fight anybody. Well, I gotta wait for this to wear off real quick.
Keep that bear away from me.
The town is broken. Flee while you can.
That wasn't so difficult, was it? Now let's head to my laboratory.
How much trouble are
we'll
you
need
in?
that scroll to get into the cathedral. We won't make it inside my laboratory unless we stop the lightning.
This storm isn't natural. How can we stop it?
If someone conjured this storm, they do it from somewhere they could see everything in South Point. There's an old Colovian tower nearby. It's the highest point in the town, aside from the cathedral.
Let's check the tower.
That's it! Have some lightning! You want more lightning? I have plenty to go around!
Yeah, as many people as this guy's killed, I'm going to just take care of this in the most expedient way
You
possible.
get the lightning! Now you get the lightning! What are you doing here? I don't know you.
Are you causing all of this?
So what if I am? They called me an angry drunk, said I'd never amount to anything. But now I have the lightning, and I'll give it to anyone who makes me mad. Shut your mouth and walk away, or you'll get the lightning, just like all the others.
You need to end the storm.
I don't need to listen to this. I'll show you, like I did them. Nobody pushes Rufinus around!
Didn't think you had it in you, but the storm's clearing. We should head to my laboratory.
I'm sorry, but he was an angry drunk killing people with lightning. I really don't want to play games with him. Look at all these people he killed. Like, he's still glowing too, which is the funny part.
Now where did she... Ah, yes, it's on my desk. Yes, over there. Do you see it? Let's head to the cathedral. We're the last people the mayor will expect.
Have you figured it out yet, Joe? If you haven't, you will in just a minute. You'll see it in just a minute.
You won't kill me, Daedra!
Toward the end of the First Era, when Valenwood was ruled by the Second Empire, South Point was the most important
Is that the mayor? Wait! I recognize him. Let me see if I can talk some sense into him.
Who's there? How did you get in? Go. I want to be alone.
Don't you recognize me, Mayor Olis?
Dareneth. Thank the Divines. Sheogorath did this, all of it. He used me.
And how exactly did he use you?
He promised me power. The respect I deserve. But then he cursed my tongue with madness and let me make a mess of this town.
You're so pitiful, even for a mortal.
What?
What?
You heard me!
Damn it.
Oh, I've always wanted to meet a person within a person. Tell me, what's it like?
I'm so sorry, Sheogorath. I thought you'd abandoned me.
Owlie, I left you a tongue that drives people mad. But I suppose if you don't want my gift, I can take it from your mouth and give it to my new favorite mortal friend.
No. Think of all I've built here. The wonderful screams I've created, all in your name. Doesn't that make me your favorite?
Oh, very well. Sorry, my second favorite mortal friend. We had a good run, but it's time for your curtain call.
Oh, damn it, Sheogorath. Does our time
You're
and
finally coming out of it. We should reintroduce ourselves. I don't remember how I came to be here in the cell. When I woke, you were just standing there, foaming at the mouth. Count yourself lucky that Sheogorath had no desire to treat you like a puppet, unlike myself.
what would Sheogorath and why wouldn't Sheogorath inhabit your body?
I was in Eldenroot when I heard some of the strange rumors coming from South Point. When I returned here, I recognized the signs. But when I arrived at my laboratory, Sheogorath was already there, dancing. Then I was dancing. After that, it all went dark.
What happened next?
I saw and heard everything we did, but I couldn't affect a thing. It was a waking nightmare. My own mind, a prison. I expected him to kill us both, but we're here, aren't we? Best not to think of it. Applying logic to the mad god is unwise.
So what happened to South Point?
Mayor Olis happened. He's always blamed others for his own shortcomings, but I never realized he'd been touched by Sheogorath. The only way the madness will end is with his death.
Do you really think he has to die? Or I'll say I'll kill him.
I don't see how. Those bars are thicker than sword blades. We aren't going anywhere. It seems Sheogorath made a few changes to these catacombs. There were never any prison cells below the cathedral.
Can't you use your magic to open the door?
I already tried. It seems Mayor Olis found my magic somehow. I'd say it's maddening, but less so than having a Daedric prince steer you around like a carriage. When they come for us, we can try to fight our way out.
Steering you around like a carriage.
If they come for us.
Such despair! richer than a cheese sorbet.
Hello, Sugar.
Well, if it isn't me old friend Hunts for Bucks. Now, don't look so glum, or the skeevers will notice. Then, well, they hit you up for spare gold, a few shin bones, your best pair of cheese-fitted slippers. Insufferable beasts. They can't hold a conversation.
What do you want?
Mayor Owlus is a curd in the soup. A real fly in the way, don't you say? Made a mess of me gift. The kind from the wrong end of a dog. I tried to encourage him. Even brought him a hero to destroy. But he couldn't go through with it. Can you imagine?
You're talking about me?
I led you right here to make it all boring again. And what did he do to stop you? Nothing. There I stood, in my best old lady suit, and he said it was all my fault. He just needs motivation. What better than an escaped prisoner seeking vengeance?
You want me to kill him?
Could you kill someone you love? I can't. Well, I have. But not Mayor Owlus. It would be too pedestrian. No. I want you to try killing him.
Why should I try to kill him?
I want him to reach deep down, below all the marmalade and crushing failures defining his life, to find a seed of confidence and grow it into a tree of gumption he'll use to beat your brains to paste. But if not, any brain paste will do. Even his.
I'll do this if you swear to leave South Point forever.
Deal. Oh, and one more thing. Dareneth stays behind. If you bore me too much, I turn her into a goose, roast her, and feed her to you covered in fine Adar glaze. The goose, I mean. It's a mite bit chilly for my Adar pants.
Whatever you say.
And make it entertaining, would you? After spending so much time in this town, I finally know where the Colovians keep their fur hats.
Up their asses.
This is your chance to fix this mess. Go, deal with the mayor. If South Point bores him,
Already aboard! Here, I brought you some presents. The shiny ones are always the best, wouldn't you say?
Fan out! Now!
Vex in for some competition.
I need!
Bridges out! My boredom washed it away. Really got in the cracks there.
Oh, Shiagrath.
It knows what we've done! We can't let it tell the mad.
This just isn't your day. But your Uncle Sheagorath can make it better. I can never decide between choice and free will. Which will triumph in the end? But why not settle the matter for me? Or you could yank a lever. But that's hardly fun for either of us.
You asked me to kill the mayor. Why are you playing these games?
I just told you. Choice and free will are subjects I hold quite dear. So, you could fight a very good friend of mine, or You can pull another lever. Your choice.
I'll fight your friend.
Wonderful! Just say the word and I'll bring him here.
I'm ready to fight. Destroy free will.
Free will! Get out here! There's someone I want you to meet! Not much gusto, but a smidge of herb, 3 jots brio, the essentials for a moxie fondue. What was I saying?
He's so scatterbrained sometimes.
What do you mean, coming to kill me?
What do you mean, coming to kill me?
It's a gift! A chance to shine! To prove you have some backbone that won't snap at the lightest touch! Really, Howley, I'm quite fond of you. Ooh, fondue. What was I saying?
That you're fond of me. That you don't want to watch me die.
Watch you die horribly. All alone. And laughing my head off when it happens. Oh, that doesn't sound like me. Does it? But I'm sure you can work the matter out for yourself.
Please, don't do this. Maybe we can work something out. It's not fair. I never wanted this, any of this. Now I'm to die for it. But you're reasonable, aren't you? We can talk about this. Work something out.
Sheargrass didn't give me much choice.
You do have a choice. Not like me. Sheogorath listened to me. Said he would take me down a golden path. Nobody in South Point ever respected me or gave me a chance to prove who I could truly be. What choice did I have but to make them all see who I really am?
Are you saying you had to do all of this?
My family ruled South Point for generations. But after we lost everything, where was my birthright then? They wouldn't bow to me as they should, so now I've made them bow. It's the burden a true leader must bear. I shouldn't have to die for it.
I made a deal with Sheogorath.
No. I won't let you cast me aside like everyone else. I'll make you see, just like all the others.
I doubt that.
I'll share Sheogorath's gift. Make you respect my power. Kneel before me.
Oh, that was exciting. And depressing. Poor Owly. Never could finish what he started. You really are a joy to watch. And that's why you're my new favorite mortal. When you kill something wonderful, you keep it interesting. Fresh. Dare I say, jovial. Makes me wonder if I should stick around. See what wonderful things you'll kill.
We had a deal.
Think I don't remember, you daft little sprig. Call me a debt hedger, will you? A deal fondler. Ah, but you're forgiven. I've always said grudges are like a good cheese. Hold them inside for too long, and you're the one to suffer.
Okay.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, I think we should just leave. Poor South Point, suffering at Sheogorath's attentions. Okay, journal, quest. Okay, so we've already found the conservator. She's on her way back to the orrery. So let's go and visit Sweet Breeze Cottage.
Let's ride!
Excuse me. So basically, what's going on with this quest, Joe, since I realized you missed the first part of it, this guy is a bard, and he wanders off sometimes and plays and has affairs on his wife. His wife came to try to find him because he was supposed to only be gone for 2 weeks, and he's been gone for 2 months. So we've been sent to find him, and this new lead has sent us to Sweet Breeze Cottage.
Shoo! Away with you. Stay out of my garden.
I'm looking for a minstrel named Soren. Have you seen him?
He could be the Green Lady's personal bard and I still wouldn't know him. The truth is, I keep myself to myself. I have certain tastes my people frown upon.
What sort of taste?
None of your business. And before you get any ideas, you should know this garden is for aesthetic purposes only. Now please leave.
Yeah, I seriously doubt that. She's violating the Green Pact. Oh, hey, look, there's a cellar. The hatch is locked. It cannot be opened without the proper key. The faint smell of incense wafts up from beneath the boards.
What are you doing in my clothes?
Just looking for the key so I can go into your cellar and... Oh, good lord. A ruined folly. Black Freitas. The words to Saurian love label or lobel are burnt into the wood beneath the headstock of the instrument. The skeleton appears to be all that's left of the wayward minstrel. I heard a voice last night, a voice that softly strummed the very strings of my soul. He loves pumpkin pie. He was kind enough to visit my cottage, such a rare talent. One day he said he loved me and that he wanted to stay with me in my cottage forever. The next day he told me he had to get back to his life on the road and that he couldn't bear it unless he played in front of new faces each night. An idea strikes me. I will get him these faces and he will play for me forever. The flesh was starting to decay in a most unpleasant way, so I removed it. Hopefully the incense will cover the lingering stench. The show must go on. Oh God. So basically he told her he loved her so he could get her into bed. When he tried to get up and leave the next morning, she killed him.
Now join the audience.
Nope. You're going to die. Great, we'll go and turn in this quest later. Right now we have more stuff to do. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this, but I think I better do it now. Starting next stream, we're going to be moving up to 3 hours a day. So not this week, but next week's stream, we're going to be at 3 hours a day for streaming. So, cause I feel like I'm ready to move up there, but I want it a little bit longer. Plus, I'm actually really hungry today. I didn't have breakfast this morning. So. The Khajiit mercenary was recently slain. There are no visible wounds on the front of his body. When you roll the Khajiit body, you spot several brutal gashes torn into his back. There's also a tattered piece of paper tucked into his belt. The crumpled wanted poster is barely legible, throat smeared with blood. It calls for the head of the orc Salog. Last spotted near Moorbar Mine. He is wanted for theft, murder, and abduction. Reward is offered by Lieutenant Curian in Eldenroot. Let's kill this guy.
Off with you, Swit!
Today's a lucky day for those of you who are imprisoned here, because we are going to liberate you. Ah, I can see the sky shard. But it's on the other side of the wall, so...
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, so Mom's contacted me. I'll be going down early tomorrow morning, and I'll be spending the night, so I won't be getting home until Monday. Dad's wanting to watch a bunch of the Marvel movies and TV shows tomorrow. So. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he hasn't seen Eternals yet, so that's going to be something else we can watch in addition to Spider-Man No Way Home.
Not a moment too soon.
Wait, where is he? Wait, that's weird. Where's the boss? Not the boss, but the guy whose head I'm supposed to take. I thought he was supposed to show up like right here. Guess we'll wait a moment and see if he shows up. Okay, so we are at 8 of 17 main locations, which is not bad. Just waiting for him to spawn. There he is.
I wasn't worried. Were you worried?
Alright, let's get out of here.
Them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
I don't think we have time to start that. That's a pretty long quest. There's a sky shard up over here. Let's go get that next. Alright, let's go do this side quest over here for now. We'll come back and do this next week, so that this will be the first thing we do next week. Which will actually be our first stream in June, actually, which will be 3 weeks before the launch of High Isle, so... we have 3 more streams before High Isle launches. I'm not sure if we're going to finish before High Isle launches or not. I'd like to, but it's not a big deal if we don't. We can always come back and finish up after High Isle is done. So. That, I might be able to do that area. Yeah, that, the Guild Bar Dale is a pretty short, yeah, we'll do that as the last thing of the stream.
You there, stranger. Who are you? Where is my mother? She always brings the water to these falls.
She asked for my help.
Oh, I see. My apologies then. She had been after me to aid her, but I saw it as her usual nagging. Maybe she really does need someone. I should go and see her. You'll have my thanks for the kindness you showed her. I'll tell her you kept your word.
Ooh, a Stygic portal.
Wow, you don't come by those too often.
Yeah, no, that was a really good Stygic portal. Alright, I think it's up near the road is where I can pick up the quest. Hold on. Oh, come on. Oh, here it is. High Ordiner.
So, you have come. Stay your hand and hear my words. Dominion, Pact, Covenant. You're like school children fighting over marbles, while the world around you is on fire.
What do you mean? Who are you?
I am the most humble servant to the blessed goddess Almalexia. Her divine vision foresaw your coming, as in a dream. We share a common enemy. That does not make us friends, but it does make us allies.
A common enemy?
The Prince of Schemes, the Harvester of Souls. Do not force me to speak his name. One of his dark anchors has planted itself in the ruins of what was once the town Gilvardale. Those who came to destroy it have gone missing. We must find them.
If they oppose Moloch Ball, I'll help you look for them.
Good. We will set aside differences for the sake of Tamriel. We need to know what happened here. The surviving members of the group sent to destroy the Dark Anchor will know best. We must split up and search.
Tell me more about Almalexia.
She is our merciful healing mother, divine goddess of the Tribunal of Morrowind, who I am sworn to serve. Though occupied with the war that rages on, her compassion extends to all when it comes to the vile Prince of Schemes.
You mentioned she sent you to find me. How could that be?
My goddess possesses many gifts, not the least of which is her sight. She saw you were crucial to what must happen here, and that your hatred of the Prince of Schemes burns almost as deeply as her own.
Who are the people we're trying to find?
Allies, recruited by Almalexia to aid me in opposing the Harvester of Souls, plucked from the best of the Fighters Guild across Tamriel. Every one of them experienced at destroying Dark Anchors. which is what makes their disappearance so troubling.
What can you tell me about Gilvardel?
Perhaps you have heard the song in the taverns. O Gilvardel, your name is desolation on my lips. Once a thriving wood elf town was nestled here, full of life and music, until he came.
Who?
The Harvester of Souls claimed them all, reaping every last soul. Almalexia saw the horror as it unfolded, but could do nothing. Her memory is long, and her compassion burns like the sun. She sent a group of us to destroy the Dark Anchor here.
Alright, let's do this.
We have a better chance of finding them if we split up and search different areas. I'll meet you later. Maeve, are you all right?
Please get me out of here. I saw what they did to the others. It is a fate worse than death.
What happened here?
We fought the worm cultists to the center of Gilvardel, beneath the hollow tree. The Dark Anchor loomed before us, swarming with Daedra, like so many others we'd seen before. But it wasn't long before we realized something was different.
What?
We couldn't budge it. Nothing we tried worked. All around it was this feeling, a chill running down our spines. It was his presence, from when he reaped the souls of Gilvardel all those years ago. It's strengthening the Dark Anchor somehow.
So how do we destroy the anchor?
There are evil devices planted in the earth. The worm cultists call them Fangs of Chaos. They seem to be channeling the residual magic from Molog Ball's presence into the anchor. Ares tried to destroy one, but it killed him the instant he hit it.
How can we destroy them then?
I don't know. If mortal weapons are useless, if even the most devastating magic fails, what hope do mere mortals have against the Prince of Schemes?
Don't worry, Maeve. I'll see you safely away from this place.
Nonsense. You and your friend here must destroy the Dark Anchor, or the others died in vain.
You always put yourself last, don't you? Maeve's account of the fact... Of course, the Fangs. It all makes sense now. Blessed Almalexia had a vision that the Prince of Schemes had sunk his teeth into the ground at Gilvardel. The Fangs she saw in her vision must be the devices Maeve described.
How did she see how to destroy them?
Have you ever seen a goddess cry? It is a terrible thing to behold. So perfect a face, marred by so many tears. Almalexia's tears for Gilvardel crystallized into a beautiful gem, filled with all her fury directed at the Harvester of Souls.
What's the point of this story?
A goddess never suffers without purpose. The gem can destroy the Fangs of Chaos. Blessed Almalexia warned me that no mortal could wield the gem without also being destroyed by her rage. She told me to wait for the soulless, deathless one. You.
What must I do?
Take Almalexia's tear. Destroy the worm cultists. Their blood will awaken her fury. Once my goddess's fury is released from the gem, nothing, not even these Fangs of Chaos, will withstand it. I will remain at your side to see this through.
Destroy the 4 Fangs. Now, every time we go to destroy a Fang, we have to fill the gem by killing enemies.
Fetcher.
Which can make this one a little difficult because the enemies can take a bit to respawn. So you kind of have to balance your defeating enemies with making it to your goal and destroying the Fang. Especially if there's a lot of people farming this area. Sometimes you get a lot of people farming. Fang of Chaos. It's one of those hot spots for XP farming. Okay, that's 2 down, 2 to go. I've gotten really lucky today. Sometimes it's taken me about 15 minutes to do this part of the quest, depending on how many people are running around slaughtering the enemies. Done. Now we just gotta shut down the Dark Anchor. Wow, that went a lot faster than I thought it was going to. The quest is already almost done.
It is done. The Harvester of Souls' presence is receding from the land, though it is likely that this place will be forever scarred.
Won't the Worm Cult just try to reclaim this place?
They will try, but without the Daedra or the link to Cold Harbor, destroying the remaining Worm Cultists will be quick work. I will warn the Dominion of what they attempted with the Fangs of Chaos. It will not be allowed to happen again.
Alright,
I must send word to the Dominion of what transpired here. Almalexia sees great things from you, but whether good or bad, I can't say. Thank you for your help. If we meet again, I hope it is as allies once more. Farewell.
Speaking of the fact that I'm already an ally of Almalexia, so I think that should be fine. I've helped her, Vivek, and Sotha Seal. So, in fact, I saved Vivek and Sotha Seal. Instone fragment. Fragment appears to be alien origins washed from the shore, likely debris from the sunken ruins off the coast. The fragment is etched with runic symbols you cannot decipher. It appears to be part of a larger tablet. I gotta come out here to get the Sky Shard anyways. By the way, before I forget, I'm gonna put my marker down on the standing stone so I can grab that too. I mean, may as well just use as much of my time as possible. No point in wasting seconds. Or minutes even. Let me go grab this Sky Shard first.
If you want to take...
That's not right. How do I get up there?
I never used to fight this much until I met you.
Okay, let's go back this way and see if we can find a way around. There has to be a way around.
Help! Oh, help me! Get me out of here!
I will help you next week. You're the first quest I'm doing next week, I promise. I do want to grab that way shrine.
I was tired of walking anyway.
It's the last one in the area anyways. There we go. Fall City, Winter Site, Way Shrine. Get the Lord. Standing Stone. Okay, we have 18 minutes. I think we could finish Redford Training Post in 18 minutes. Let's go to the Way Shrine. No, wait, shoot! Okay, that was one way to get to the Way Shrine. If I can knock out another location, you know, that's great. If I can't, it's fine. Might help if I was going the right way. Now I know there's a quest here somewhere. There it is.
I have to get her. I pray you can help me, good traveler. They have her, and I'm desperate.
What's the problem?
My daughter, Laracel. Bandits took her, and I don't have the money to pay the ransom. I don't know what to do.
Did you tell the guards?
No, it's no use. The guards are in league with the brigands, paid off. Please, no one else will help me.
I'll help. Where should I look?
I believe they're keeping my daughter in a nearby camp. You have to help her.
That's not the quest I was looking for, but... maybe I'll find the actual quest I'm looking for while I'm on the way to that camp. Or, you know, not.
Are you here to help me? Please, hurry! Quickly, untie me! They could be back at any moment. Nello sent another 4 bleeding heart boys. Get in here!
Gee, shaking down Nello tripled our weekly take. He had good eye for saps with full purses. If he wants to keep that eye, he'll send more of them our way. We were right about using innkeepers for this job. They're natural liars, and they deal with enough travelers to spot the easy targets. Pay them just enough to stain their hands, and they'll never squawk to the guards. we should talk to the boss about expanding our operations, yeah.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you saving my daughter?
You set me up to be robbed.
Wait, you don't understand. They made me do it. I mean, yes, they gave me a cut of their takings, but what choice did I have? They threatened to rob me of everything I own.
I'm taking you to the authorities.
Anything you say. Of course, I never spent a single coin from what the bandits gave me. I couldn't stand to. I'd happily give it all to you if you'd let this go. Please?
I'll think about it. Let's go.
Think long and hard. It'll be worth your while, and I'll never deal with those bandits again, I promise. You don't have to turn me in. Just take me out back, and I'll give you everything in my stash.
Alright, so we have a choice, Joe. Do we turn him into the authorities, or do we collect from his stash? Turn him in.
Dominion soldiers are looking for something at the fallen SD winter site, but frost trolls hinder their progress. Frost trolls?
I'll help them soon.
Yes? What's the problem?
I have someone for you to take into custody.
Is that Neller the innkeeper? He's an upstanding citizen.
This letter proves he sent travelers to be ambushed by bandits.
What? No, impossible. We've had disappearances recently, but Neller sending travelers to their doom. This is unthinkable. He didn't give you any trouble, did he?
He came peacefully.
This is a blight on our community. Our own innkeeper, responsible for leading visitors to bandits. Bad hospitality. Thank you for bringing him to us. We'll see he gets what he deserves.
Alright, so with that having taken up my attention, we're going to go ahead and grab a couple sky shards, and then I'll end the stream. And then we'll come back here at a later time. Whee! Okay. I think that's good. We're only got 6 sky shards left to find. There's one there. There's one over here. There's one in the public dungeon. I think I got most of the dells at this point. I got that one, 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 and I got that one. Yep, so most of them are overland with the one in the public dungeon. So there's 5 overland, 1 in the public dungeon. And we are down to just 8 more major locations to do, 2 of which are involved in the main quest, and then I don't want to do this one until I've completed this one, for reasons you'll find out later. So, next week, we'll do the Falsetti Winter Site. We're going to do Layla Rorai. We're going to do Reliquary of the Stars, and if we have time, we'll try to get to Coromant and possibly Karthadar. So we're going to try to work on this portion of the map next week, and we'll see how far we get. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching if you did, and I hope to catch you next week as we continue more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. See you all next time, guys. Bye! I'm going to go ahead and quickly move myself over to the Way Shrine and travel to the location we're going to be at next time.